What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, the Sunshine Cup has been released in the Go Battle League. I don't know why they chose to do this meta in the middle of winter, but I guess it's probably sunny somewhere in the world. Definitely not where I live, but it doesn't matter because today I'm going to use some Turtonator, a very fun Pokemon, and a pick that I feel like is pretty strong right now in this meta. This is one of the bulkiest Fire-type Pokemon that we have, and it has Incinerate, one of the best fast moves in the game, as well as Brutal Swing and Dragon Claw for some amazing pacing. This Pokemon's a lot of fun to use, so I'm excited to see what it can do. Really quickly though, before we get into the battles, I want to say if you're not currently subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It does help out quite a bit, and I'd really appreciate it, but let's get into the battles now and see what this team can do. Alright, we got our first game. Let's see what this team can do. For it into Gastrodon. Okay, very good lead actually, because I want this to be away from my Turtonator if I can, and I do have Trailblaze, right? Oh, and we actually bait out a Fearow here, which if I'm being honest, I don't have a great answer to, but I'm so strong against Gastrodon with not only my Furret, but also my own Fearow, that I think I can just stay in right now. They do no-shield that Swift, makes sense. I could swap in Turtonator here to avoid the Gastrodon matchup, but I feel like that would be a bit of a waste, when instead I can just stay in here and neutralize this Pokemon for the most part with my Furret. Drill Peck's going to put us pretty low, but we can Sucker Punch and then Swift here and get a decent chunk of damage. Let's see what they do. They could shield this. If they shield, I have to match shields, but they do let that go. Gastro could maybe come back in here. If 3 Mudslaps knock me out, I don't get a Surf off, or a Swift, rather, off against them. Let's see what comes in, though. Oh, the second Flying-type Pokemon. Do I get a Swift? I think I do. I do, actually. That's huge. So either I get a Shield right now, or I put them into Incinerate downrange. We do have to keep in mind, Toucannon is a little bit of a scary Pokemon, right? It has access to Beak Blast, one of the most efficient moves in the game. It also debuffs attack stats, so it could be a little bit scary if they end up going for that here. But I don't think I get one shot if they throw it. Yeah, no, I do survive. Okay, yeah, I was just waiting for them to try to swap out there and catch a move. We saw them go for the swap out, so we're not going to throw the Dragon Claw into them or the Brutal Swing. I'll shield my Fearow. We have energy on our Turtonator, and they're going to have to go for a shield here at some point, or get farmed down. Alright, big Drill Peck coming through right now. Will we get a shield, or do they let this go? I wouldn't be surprised to see a no-shield, honestly, by them. Yeah, but I think I pecked down. Yeah, and we don't get knocked out by a Water Pulse, even if they do have it right now. So we can no-shield this and pretty consistently be in a good spot. Yeah, that's just a Body Slam. We survive that. We peck down. And now, honestly, we can just get 2 Drill Pecks with our Fearow, too. Toucannon comes back in. It's going to go here for probably an attempt at a farm down, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think that we're going to be able to get another move off. Yeah. I mean, I might be squishy, but I'm not that squishy. So Drill Peck is going to get the knockout. Double normal flyers. I guess that makes sense with a Gastrodon lead. Toucannon is an interesting Pokemon. Luckily, not scary enough to sweep us, but, you know, it didn't give us a lot of wiggle room for our Turtonator. So let's see if it has more play in the next couple of games. All right, next opponent. Let's see, for it into Ludicolo. Okay, well, if they're on Astonish, which I imagine they are, this is a really good lead matchup for us here. They are staying in, though, which is kind of interesting. I don't love that they're staying in, just because I have a Fearow in the backline that probably is better here. They throw after 6. I know this could be a Weather Ball, but I also know this could be a Leaf Storm. I'm going to no-shield this. Okay, they do actually Leaf Storm us here. Ouch. Alright, they come in Turtonator. Potentially, I should have thrown Energy here before coming in Fearow. That's only a Brutal Swing, though. I know that much. So I can survive this move. I just feel like my Fearow is not going to be super useful in the backline at this point. And the other good piece of news here is I don't actually get knocked out here by the next Incinerate, so if they try to farm us down, I get a second Drill Peck through them. They do shield that, makes sense. Alright, so they're at 3. They have a Dragon Claw loaded. This is going to be interesting right now. I'm relying on my Turtonator quite a bit to be able to win this game. Wow, they shield that? Okay. That's insane. I come back in my Furret, and I throw immediately here. Whether or not this is a good play, I guess, depends on what they do here. I think that might have been a CMP, right? It was. I feel like it's not a bad shield here, just to guarantee that I can knock this Pokemon out a little bit easier. They come back in Ludicolo, which is fine by me, because we know they're on Leaf Storm, right? Which means their other move is likely Weather Ball, so there's not a lot of damage they can do into my Turtonator. I likely can get a farm down here with my Incinerates, and I still have a bit of HP on my Furret in case I need it. They just can't Leaf Storm, that's the important part. Ludicolo, when it can't Leaf Storm, doesn't do all that much damage. Weather Ball will probably put us down to about half HP, though. Yeah. If they do bring back in the, Turtonator, I might have to go for a Dragon Claw to knock him out. Oh. Well, that's not exactly a Pokemon I wanted to see. It's a Colossal is the final Pokemon here, which is a very scary pick for a Fire type to see, right? 6. I don't know if I have enough energy to win this game. At least I don't take a lot of damage from the Fire Spins. 9, so they're at back-to-back attacks right now. Okay, what do we do here? What do they do here? Oh, nice play by them. I do win CMP, but I went for the catch, they went for the catch, and it ended up working out pretty well for them. They're at the next Rock Slide right now. I guess I shouldn't have gone for the catch there. I could have won the game if I didn't, but honestly, I'm fine making this game come down to a 50-50 catch call, because that was a little bit of an awkward Pokemon to see in the backline, especially for a Fire type, but we gave it our best effort. Alright, next battle. Let's see, Furret into Jumpluff. Alright, not a great lead matchup here. Mainly because, while I do have a lot of neutral play against them, it's just not neutrally good against such a bulky Pokemon, right? We see a Talonflame come in, actually. Man, they're ABA Flyers. Kind of crazy to see. Is this good to bait out? I mean, I guess it's not bad necessarily, but I wouldn't call this, like, the best matchup for me. They let that go? Wow, okay, well, now it is. I think now I just shield once and farm down. They might be able to go Flame Charge and get 2 more Incinerates off against us, which would hurt quite a bit. Which I guess they are on Flame Charge, alright. But I should still farm down in 4. So I only take 1 Incinerate. Nice. Now I have a lot of energy on my Fearow. I get my Fire type into the Jumpluff as well. But it's not like my Turtonator's a hard wall to the energy, right? Turtonator's still going to take quite a bit of damage when it comes to Acrobatics and Fairy Wind and stuff. Oh, wow. Wow, they are so weak to Fearow. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I mean, we can do 4 more pecks here and get off another Drill Peck into them. We'll see what they want to do. But at this point, they're in quite a bit of trouble just because, I mean, Jumpluff might be neutrally fine into my Furret, but it's not going to be able to survive the fast move pressure here. We get a shield. If they don't throw immediately, I get my next move off too. Yeah, and this should just be game over at this point. I wouldn't be surprised to see a no shield here just so that they might be able to Fairy Wind me down. No, they do shield that anyway. And they come in with the poor little Jumpluff, which unfortunately for them is in fact weak to Fire type damage. I'm going to shield this up. There's not much else this game that would do as much damage as an Acrobatics. I would assume they're on Water Pulse. Oh, okay, maybe they're on Energy Ball here. I could see that being the case too. But if that is the case, then no matter what, they can never knock out my Turtonator. I can just get to back-to-back Dragon Claws. 1 here, 1 against the Gastro, and we should win the game. As long as this Furret ends up going down at some point. This Jumpluff is what I mean to say. Alright, Dragon Claw. No shields remaining. Is this enough damage? I hope it is. No, it's not. Alright, they throw on Alignment here, which is fine by me. I am going to be able to go for the Dragon Claw still into that Gastrodon, and even if they knock us out with that Gastrodon, that is totally fine. My Furret is very much alive. Alright, does this Dragon Claw actually get the knockout here? I know it's not the best move in the game, but it's a much stronger attack than it used to be, as far as raw damage goes. Yeah, okay, it is enough. And we're able to get a nice 3-ball flex here. Let's go. Fearow actually just popped off that game. Alright, next opponent. Furret into Clodsire. Alright. I don't love this Pokemon, because it's a little bit of a core breaker here. I don't have a good answer to this, but if I can whittle them down, then at least I can make sure that I don't have to face a Pokemon with potentially ground and rock coverage on my Turtonator, and, you know, no rock-type damage, hopefully, into my Fearow as well. Let's see what they do, though. They're at 8. This could be an Earthquake for sure. But I'm just gonna no-shield, because I know at this point I survive whatever they throw. I force a second move out of them. They're on Megahorn. What? That is not the move I was expecting. They're on Megahorn. Of course they're on Megahorn. We should have known. We should have known that's the obvious moveset. What does Megahorn hit for? What? I'm so confused. I could shield this and farm down and get a Swift off into the backline, but I could also... What is this moveset? Megahorn Water Pulse? Oh my goodness. Okay. That is insane to me. But yeah, we'll see how this plays out now. Where we can come in with our Fearow, get an energy lead against the Furret that comes in. And once the Megahorn Water Pulse Clodsires out of the way, we should be in a good spot. That's probably a Swift. It could be a Brick Break if they want to lower my defense, or a Trailblaze if they're insane. No, it's just a Swift. If they want to shield this, I can shield and farm them down. So once again, we'll play it by ear. We'll see what they want to do. It feels like they might be a little bit scared of my Fearow, saying they came in with a Furret of all things, but like, I don't think there's any way to predict what this guy is about to do here. They had a Water Pulse Megahorn Clodsire lead. And that's diabolical. Oh, interesting. Is that Bullet Seed? That's even more interesting. I mean, they have to shield the Drill Peck here, right? They have a catch opportunity against us at some point. Okay, they wait a turn, so they're completely energy dry right now. I know I survive an attack here with my Turtonator. The big question, though, is going to be, do I have enough damage here to knock him out? I'm going to throw a Brutal Swing before I get debuffed. I feel like that's the play, but maybe it's not. Okay. So here's the problem. They're 1 away from their next attack here, and they're going to debuff me with a Rock Tomb. So is this even enough damage to knock him out after a debuff? Okay, we see them swap here, but did they get enough energy there to get a Swift off against us? No, they did not. Nice. Waiting a turn was absolutely clutch there, because now I can go for the Dragon Claw instead, and this should knock out the Cradily. This should be enough now, right? Even with the debuff. Okay. Dude, what was that trainer doing? That was insane. I don't think I've ever seen a moveset that diabolical. Alright, next opponent, final game of this set. Let's see what we can do. Shadow Quagsire. Now, is this on Water Gun or Mudshot here? I could see it being either one. It's Water Gun, makes sense. What is this? Eyeless Swine? I mean, I guess I come in Turtonator, but I was a little bit slow here. And since their charge attack pressure can do quite a bit against us, this could be a little bit scary. I'm going to shield. They likely go for an Icicle Spear. Okay, well, it's a good thing I shielded, because that's not an Icicle Spear. And, I mean, they might get an Icicle Spear off against us now, because this doesn't knock them out, and they're 1 away from that move. But I should still be able to farm down and Dragon Claw the Quagsire. And it's not like I'm even that weak to Quagsire in general, right? So we'll see what they want to do here. Big Icicle Spear. Honestly, that does do a decent chunk of damage. But so will this. Do we get a shield, or at this point, do they just sacrifice their Quagsire? Let's find out. They do let that go. I'm just going to bring back in my Furret here. And I'm kind of glad I did, because Macargo's not amazing for me to see in the backline. Now, I don't have Brick Break here, but I'm still in a decent spot, potentially. Alright, we go for the instant throw here, which either gets a shield or a knockout against them. It could be a bad idea, though, to throw an alignment. We'll see how bad it is. Here's the next problem I'm seeing, though. First of all, that doesn't knock out. That is annoying. But they're gonna get a Rock Tomb through here against us. I tried to be, like, fancy there and try to, like, predict they were going to predict my catch. I should have just caught immediately. So now I'm in a lot of trouble. Now that Quagsire probably just wins the game. Hold on. If this is a Stone Edge... Hold on. Hold on. Peck down? Please? Okay? Double drill run? Okay, dude. Alright. We got the insane, arbitrary catch against a water gun user. Okay, dude. That's awesome. Alright, well, that was a pretty hype way to finish off this set. That was a 4-1, right? I think. And the one game we lost, I feel like was very winnable. We could have won the one game. I forget exactly how I threw it, but I know I did. We get a Genesect. I guess that's fitting. Alright, let's try to catch this. And what does that get us up to here? Where are we at? 28-48. Oh boy, okay, let's keep going. Alright, next opponent. Let's see, Furret into Torterra. Shadow Torterra, dude, what the heck? I guess this is kind of alright as a lead, but I'm kind of worried here that if I let my... what's it called? My Furret go down, there's a chance here that I could be in a bad spot just with whatever they have in the back line. I'm hoping that I have more play with my Fire type when some Mud Slapper's out of the way, but it's not even like a conventional Mud Slapper, right? I'm going to take the shield advantage, actually. It's not like I can't get a lot of Incinerate damage here if we need to. Oh my goodness! No way they just did that. I guess that's another play they could have made, which is why I should no shield. They're at 7. I mean, at this point, they have to double shield, right? Yeah, so 3, 4, 5. And so here's the thing at this point. I can just shield once and peck down. I know I probably am going to shield a stupid move here. What? What? Is it triple grass? What is happening? Oh, that doesn't knock out? Of course not. This is probably a Seed Bomb, but I feel like I might have more play with this Pokemon. Yeah, it is a Seed Bomb. It is a Seed Bomb. That's fine. It's fine that we shielded a Seed Bomb. Diplin? I guess that's bulkier than I gave it credit for. Taking a move there is kind of insane. I think this could be a Stone Edge. And, like, no matter what here, even if this is a Sand Tomb, I don't care. Frenzy Plant honestly would have done quite a bit, too. I feel like they're scared of Fearow. I feel like they might be a little bit scared of Fearow. Okay. Alright, next opponent. Hopefully we see another Diplin. No, no we do not. It's Shadow Blaziken. Very scary Pokemon. But the thing is, it's only scary in a vacuum. It's not scary if I get shields down. And I imagine I will get a shield here from this Girafarig. They're out of Psychic Fangs right now. Yeah, they do shield that. They have to throw right now. But here's the thing. Again, I'm not that scared of that Blaziken. Maybe I should be. But I can just farm this Pokemon down with my Furret here and up a shield. And the ability to Swift them should put me in a really good spot. I'm not going to shield this. That might be a misplay. Maybe I should shield the Psychic Fangs. But it's not like Ember is even going to do that much damage to us, right? So if they do come back in Blaziken, that's fine. Okay, I probably shouldn't have thrown this. Yo, that was Leafage, wasn't it? That's not even the regular moveset on this Pokemon. But I mean, it's not like Blaziken's even in a good matchup here, either. They kind of have to shield Brutal Swings. If they don't, they just get incinerated down. Big Brutal Swing. Big No-Shield, I guess. I mean, I'll shield one. I'll no-shield the second, though, because I don't get one-shot here. And I do want to save a shield for a potential, whatever it's called. Brave Bird, that's the attack. They're on Leafage, so their fast move pressure is remarkably low against my Turtonator. Ow, oh my goodness. That is a lot. Alright, shield this up. And we should be able to do one more Incinerate and then double Dragon Claw. Nice. I will be honest, I'm a little bit impressed how much damage that Aura Sphere just did to us here. But yeah, we were able to win it. That's where Shadow Blaziken kind of is not the best Pokemon. It's so squishy that if you are in a good matchup, good matchups can turn into bad matchups pretty quickly. But that was a fun team by them. All right, next game. We're it into Shadow Abomasnow. Oh my goodness, okay. Well, we'll see what they want to do here. Because I have a lot of super effective pressure against this in the backline. I'm going to throw after 6. Because by doing this, I at least fake a Brick Break, I guess. We get a shield, okay. Nice, I land the Incinerate. That's big. And it's a Water Gun Quagsire that comes in here, which honestly is not the best counter to Turtonator. That's just an Aqua Tail. Wait, this could be a Mud Bomb. You run Mud Bomb? There's no way you run Mud Bomb in this meta. Okay. Okay, good. I was very concerned there for like 2 seconds when I remembered that was a possibility. Okay. They might be sacrificing this, but they could shield this and farm us down. I imagine, though, they're going to let this go and then come back in Abomasnow. They actually don't come in Abomasnow. They come in Miltank. All right. I'm kind of scared that they have so much energy right now on that Abomasnow. All right, they're at 6, so back-to-back body slams right now. I don't know if we have enough energy to win this game. Or, like, enough HP. Honestly, this is probably not a good play. I should have just let my Furret go. I'll double shield this, I have to. Okay, hold on. I do get a move out of this matchup, and that's good. I can come out of this with a full Drill Peck, as long as this Abomasnow doesn't get another move off here. No. So I have the Drill Peck ready to go. So either I get a shield or a lot of damage. They do overfarm, so that's a smart play by them. I think I'm outside of range where a Body Slam knocks us out for now. They throw an alignment here, so probably a Thunderbolt coming through. Or Ice Beam, yeah. I mean, either big move they have. We'll go for the Swift. But they have a lot of energy. They might just get to 2 Body Slams against us, unfortunately. I don't know. My biggest hope is maybe they go for a Thunderbolt, or an Ice Beam rather. It doesn't knock us out, and then I get my Swift off. Yeah, back-to-back Body Slam, though, right? Honestly, even if they did go for Ice Beam, I think that just knocks us out, but they played it safe. Should have gone for a Trailblaze. That might have won us this game, because that would have ramped up my damage a little bit, and I didn't get to 2 Swifts. So a bit of a misplay. Maybe a Trailblaze there could have won us the game. Next game. Let's see what they're going to do. Furret into Cradily. All right. Well, I've seen Bullet Seed Cradily. I've seen Acid Cradily as well in this meta. Looks like this one is on Acid. I wish I had Brick Break for this matchup, but it's not like this is bad necessarily having Trailblaze. They overfarm because they know they lose CMP anyway. It's not like there's really much of a reason for them to throw instantly. They probably throw now. Yeah. Rock Tomb's gonna hurt, but it doesn't knock us out. And I can get the next Trailblaze on CMP. Let's see if they want to shield this. I do think they survive, unfortunately. Well, they overfarm. So if I would have gone for an extra Sucker Punch, I think that would have been enough here to get the knockout against them. Maybe not, actually. Yeah, not even with the boost. They win Switch. They win the Zero Shield matchup here. And they actually tactically let me get another Sucker Punch through, so I'm going to get less energy on a farm down. But I can come in Turtonator and still get a full 5-turn fast move against them, which should give me a decent energy lead against whatever they have in the back. Dunsparce, okay. I don't love seeing this Pokemon, because they have a lot of super effective fast move and charge move pressure against us. But Dragon Claw here is going to do a decent chunk of damage, and they do let that go. And I mean, on paper, I should survive an attack here from them. Do I? I mean, it's a non-stab Drill Run. Oh, or a non-stab Rock Slide, which I definitely survive. Okay, so they should be 3 away from their next move. Like, they have a move right now. Oh, they let that go? Interesting. 2 cannon in the back. I think I'm just going to go for fast move pressure here. That might be a bad play, but I feel like that's going to be the way to win this. Okay. So here's the problem. They actually have the next move ready to go right now. And it might even be a simul KO here, depending on what happens. Actually, I mean, I still have my Turtonator that probably survives 2 pecks. We'll see, though. I could catch here, but honestly, I think I survived 2 pecks, and I think an Incinerate knocks out. If not, then I should have gone for the catch to try to go for a tie. Let's see. Please tell me Turtonator can do it. Please, Turtonator. I believe. Turtonator is a menace. Let's go. Okay, I don't know how we just won that one. That Dunsparce was looking so bad in the backline. I'm glad they decided to let it go. All right, next opponent here. Furret into Dartrix. I have 2 better answers in the backline, although if I need to, it's not like this is unplayable for me. I would just rather not stay in there if I can help it. And we bait out a Miltank. They're at an Ice Beam or a Thunderbolt right now, depending on their moveset. I guess they could be on double rollout users. That wouldn't be the most surprising thing in the world, but we'll find out, I guess. They throw an alignment here. I'm willing to use 1 shield, but it might be a body slam, and I'd be sad if that's the case. No, it is an Ice Beam, so I'm happy with that. Alright, they have to throw an alignment once again here, if they want to be able to get the knockout before my next move. If I could, I'd love to be able to swap right now into my Furret. Just barely can't. I can't go down a second shield here. If I do, then I just get Brave Birded by that Dartrix with my, my guy. Oh, I survived that? Okay. Well, good stuff, Firo. I was honestly counting my Firo out already. I did not realize. It is shield? Interesting. Well, I mean, there are, like, potential, Mud Slappers that could be in the backline here, which I would not love. And it would make sense with the Dartrix, but we can hope for the best. Because I think a shield advantage is about all you can ever really hope for in that situation. Nice, we get that full Sucker Punch down. We'll come in this guy and hope for no RPS. Oh, good. This is good. I don't know how to feel about this. This is not ideal, but like, okay, what I see about this that is not bad is I can knock them out and then maybe probably force them into throwing a Brave Bird into my Turtonator? I don't know. Let's see. Because they are on Peck, right? Big Brutal Swing. Do we take a Seed Bomb? That's the big question. I think I do still. Yeah, very much so, actually. And we get this move off, too, which I think is going to win us this game. We'll see, though. I can bring in Furret now. Go for that Swift. And I think this is it. We win CMP here. It looks like they actually did call the combo play, but because Dartrix is so bulky, they would never win this CMP. Okay, let's go. Wait, this is actually so cool that my Turtonator is not even that bad into the main, like, water ground type in the meta. That should, in theory, be an unplayable matchup for a fire type, but Turtonator is just insane. Another 4-in-1 set here. Okay. Honestly, this team was a lot of fun to use. Let's catch this Togedemaru and see what does that get us up to now. 28-69. Nice. Man, Turtonator is such a fun Pokemon to use. As far as fire types go, it has a decent amount of bulk to it, its pacing is insane, and the pairing with Furo as well as Furret seemed like a pretty strong one in this meta. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.